Do you like toys? Big Bad Toy Store has toys. If you click the link in the description below and give them money, you too can have toys. Now watch my video. Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the SH Figuarts Gaara. So yes, here we have Gaara. He was one of my top figures from last year, and he's the last one that I haven't reviewed yet. So it's only taken me an entire year to review all of my top figures from last year. Isn't that nice? Anyways, he is a really good figure, and certainly something worth picking up to add to your Naruto collection, especially if you are a big fan of Gaara. Starting off with a quick size comparison, of course here we have Gaara. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. As you would expect, Gaara is a Japanese 1/12 scale figure, so he is a bit smaller than your standard American 6-inch scale figure, but of course much bigger than a 3 3/4-inch figure. Now let's get everything else out of here and just look at Gaara. Moving on to our 360 spin, the vast majority of Gaara's outfit is this maroonish red color, as it's taken up by his big dress jacket robe thingy. But a big portion of the chest part of it is gray and has some straps and buckles which are painted silver. His pants are a darker gray, and you can see that the inside of his robe matches the chest part. All the fabric and everything is sculpted nicely. There's nothing to really complain about. It looks like Gaara. Head sculpt-wise, Gaara has his red hair, which is spiky and has some decent shading to it. Then he has 3 faceplates. He has his standard stern expression, his gritted teeth expression, and his stern expression, but with his face cracked. All the faces are really nicely done. They have the little kanji on his forehead. His eyes are really nicely painted. No real complaints there. He's not very expressive, so he doesn't really need a lot of faces. Articulation-wise, you get pretty standard SH Figuarts articulation. Ball peg in the head and neck, so you get really nice head movement there. Shoulders move around in the socket, in and out, forward and back, rotate around on the joint, double jointed elbows, wrist hinge and rotation, ball peg in the chest and waist so you get some decent body movement, hips go in and out, forward and back, rotate around on the joint, double jointed knees, hinge and pivoting in the ankles, and a toe joint. Now his dress does inhibit the leg articulation a bit, but apart from that you should be able to get him into plenty of decent poses, and the dress is malleable enough that you can move his legs around. Accessories wise, Gaara comes with a few things. He has 3 sets of hands, he has 2 fist hands, 2 flat palm hands, and 2 curled finger hands. Then he has a set of crossed arms. He has his gourd, which is really nicely detailed and plugs into a peg hole on his back, and the cap of it is also removable. Then he has his big sand claw, which is really nicely done, and the little tail effect part of it is articulated, so you can rotate that around. Lastly, he has a standard 3-jointed Tamashi arm stand, which can be used to place the claw on. But it does not actually come with a waist clip for Gaara. Packaging-wise, you get pretty standard packaging for this line. SH Figuarts, some Japanese stuff that I assume says Gaara in some way. Big window, picture of the figure, Naruto logos, Bandai logos, all those sorts of things. And on the back you get some pictures and poses for the figure, and some Japanese warning label stuff that I cannot read. As always, these are good for in or out of package display. And that about wraps it up for Gaara. So until next time, goodbye!